ये करना होता है, यस आ जाओ, आपको ये बोलना होता है जैसे डियर फ्रेंड, टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अ लेक्चर ऑन दिस टॉपिक एंड फास्ट आपके डाउट्स होंगे तो हम बाद में क्लियर करेंगे। डियर, टू स्टार्ट आवर सेकेंड सेशन on report writing, and today we will be focusing on the writing mechanism and writing part and methodology of the report writing. Next slide please. Here report writing methods are many. You can select as per your own choice, but being methodical or being systematic is the demand of report writing, since report is a very formal writing practice. And then here I would like to talk how many writing styles can be there, mechanics of writing and writing style. First style is like my ways or highways. This is like you choose your own style and start writing and feel that whatsoever I am going to write, whatsoever method I am going to adopt is right. But this method is a big negative, a big no for this method. Here I would like to describe you how this can be a blunder. 7 blind persons are supposed to describe an elephant. 7 blind persons, they are given to describe an elephant, and first blind touches the leg of the elephant and says, elephant is like a pillar. Another blind person touches the back of the elephant and says that elephant is like a wall. Another blind person touches the tail of the elephant and says that elephant is like a broom. And so on and so forth. Another one says that elephant is like a python. So, who is right and who is wrong? The question, whose report is right, who is reporting rightly, factually, truthfully, objectively and systematically, and who is wrong? My dear students, all of them are partially right. But they are thinking that my ways are the highways, and thus they started dispute. They started a dispute, and they started feeling that each one is right and any other person describing is wrong. So we have to take the objective, impartial notion, and holistic approach is required while drafting a good report. Then subjective expression and objective language. Subjective expression is what? While describing anything, if I am feeling that this should be added, I will add it. I will be adding as per my choice. I will be adding as per my wishes and whims, and even sometime my personal views will be highlighted in the subjective expression. Then there comes objective and impersonal language. So far as objectivity is concerned, be objective is a very small slogan, but it has a very large meaning, large connotation. Why is it so? Sometimes being objective tastes your metal, tastes your guts, and tastes your personality, and sometimes being objective means or equates, sometimes being objective, I am highlighting it, sometimes being objective equates risking your life and ethics as well. Then inductive logic and deductive logic, another method of writing. Inductive logic means you are trying to draw the holistic approach by beginning from the part and interpreting the whole. And deductive logic is another method. From whole to the part. From part to the whole, inductive logic. Whole to the part, deductive logic. I would like to describe here the deductive logic with an example. Suppose that we are trying to locate our position in the universe right now. And we started like in the Milky Way. This is deductive logic I am telling. In the Milky Way, Earth is like a dot. Inside the Earth, Asia is like a dot. Inside the Asia, India is like a dot. And again inside that Asia, there is a very small country, that is India. And inside India, there is another small state, that is Haryana. Inside Haryana, there is a very small part, that is Bhiwani. District, that is Bhiwani. Inside the district Bhiwani, another small college is there. A college is located there, the Technological Institute of Textile and Sciences. Inside the Technological Institute of Textile and Sciences, there is a very known branch, that is textile chemistry. Inside textile chemistry, so many teachers come and teach out, so many classes are conducted, but presently we are in the class of communication skills in English. Inside the class of communication skills in English, we are studying report writing. And inside the class of the lecture of the report writing, the teacher is talking about writing mechanism. And inside that writing mechanism, we are discussing various writing patterns. And even inside that various writing patterns, the talk of the day is deductive logic. The teacher is trying to narrate the deductive logic. So what do you see? A sort of filtration, and that is why deductive logic is a very good logic considered for the report writing. So you must be deductive in your approach, and finally you will be filter some valuable particle that you will try to express as the recommendation and conclusion of the report. Based on that finding, you will be giving some recommendation. That is why deductive pattern is very good for preparing or drafting a very good report. Then journalistic approach. What is journalistic approach? In the lecture of dedicated to press report writing, we talked about journalistic approach. While being journalistic approach, press report writing, we need to consider about all WH questions, and we need to try to attempt to answer those WH questions, like what has happened, when did it happen, why did it happen, how did it happen, where did it happen. If we are able to answer all these questions, our approach and our report is definitely going to be very, very objective. That's it. Next please. Then mechanics of writing style. While writing, again, very often we feel that what should be our writing style. Sometimes people think that their words are very simple and they should go for very high sounding words. But this is really a wrong approach, because we write for two types of writing again. Expressionistic writing, writing for expression, and writing for impression. So many times we think that our writing must be very, very impressive, but my dear students, let me tell you, writing for expression is always better than the writing for impression, because our purpose for professional writing, for technical writing, for report writing is to be objective, to be simple, and to be lucid and clear. For that purpose, for that lucidity, for that clarity, being simple is a very good formula. Being clear is the very good formula, because the report is supposed to be understood clearly by the reader to whom it is intended, and it should be interpreted in the same way. And then there is one problem of writing, that is fog index. Many of you might be driving cars, might be knowing or driving bicycle or cycle, riding cycle and bicycle and motor car and bike. In fog you feel that driving is tough, very tough and very challenging. So writing is also, if you are using too many tough words, so reading will be very tough because of the very high fog index. So there is a pattern, there is a formula for identifying the fog index in the writing. And if the fog index is very high, your writing quality is very low, very bad. So you must try to adopt simple lucid words for your writing patterns, and then you must focus on it. And for that purpose, in order to avoid fog index, high fog index, you must adopt simple language and then adopt this formula, keep it short and simple. Next, report writing, format and structure. The format and structure of a report could be divided into three parts: front matter, main body and back matter. A report should contain these three parts. And then next please. So report writing and front matter will be concluding all these things. We will be discussing in the next part of the lecture. Thank you.